I have a habit of believing that the low tide is the last, that every wave that pulls away is pulling out too fast. I stand barefoot on the shoreline, watching everything recede, and I forget that what the ocean takes, the ocean always free, always free. But I've never seen a tide that didn't turn back to the shore. I've never seen the ocean finish giving what it had before. What looks like lost from where I stand is just the breath between the inhale and the exhale of a God who holds the sea. You move like the tides and you always come back. You pull and you push and you stay on the track. What leaves in the evening returns before dawn. You are the rhythm of everything I've leaned on, the rhythm I lean on. I think about the moon and how it moves the water every night, without a single conversation, without permission or a fight. And something that immovable is pulling something that immense, and you are far more intentional than that, and far more dense, far more present. But I have never seen a tide that didn't turn back to the shore. I have never seen the ocean finish giving what it had before. What looks like loss from where I stand is just the breath between the inhale and the exhale of God who holds the sea. You move like the tides and you always come back. You pull and you push and you stay on the track. What leaves in the evening returns before dawn. You are the rhythm of everything I've leaned on, the rhythm I lean every season that felt like you were pulling away. Was you drawing something deeper from the shallows where I stay? The low tide always reveals what the high tide conceals. And the deeper that you call me, the more solid is the ground that heals. You are the tide. You are the tide. You always come back for me. You move like the tides and you always come back. You pull and you push and you stay on the track. What leaves in the evening returns before dawn. You are the red Nobody writes the worship songs about the middle space, the place between the promise and the promise finding its face. Everyone sings about the mountain and the other side, but I have spent my longest seasons in the unnamed divide, in the unnamed in between. And I am learning that the in-between is not the enemy, that you are just as present in the hallway as the doorway. I can see that the waiting is not wasted and the silence is not cold. The in-between is where the most important things unfold. You are God of the in-between, the unnamed place, the unseen, the almost and the nearly. You are present in the process, in the pause, in the delay. You are working in the waiting, every single waiting day, every waiting day. I have met the most remarkable versions of myself in the seasons when the plan was sitting dusty on the shelf. There's a formation in the forming that you cannot rush or take, and some of the most sacred ground is ground you didn't make. And I am learning that the in-between is not the enemy, that you are just as present in the hallway as the doorway. I can see that the waiting is not wasted and the silence is not cold. The in-between is where the most important things unfold. You are God of the in-between, the unnamed place, the unseen, the almost and the nearly. You are present in the process, in the pause and the delay. You are working in the waiting, every single waiting day, every waiting day. Joseph waited in a prison, David waited in the field, the disciples waited in the upper room until the power was revealed. And what looked like a dead end was a doorway all along, and what looked like a lost year was the making of the song. I am not behind, I am not too late, I am exactly where I need to be inside your hand of grace. You are God of the in-between, the unnamed place, the unseen, the almost and the nearly. You are present in the process, in the pause, in the delay. You are working in the waiting, every single waiting day, every waiting day. In between, you are here. You are here, not behind. It's midnight on the freeway and the city lights are streaming past. And I've been thinking about everything I thought would never last. I packed my fears in every exit that I didn't take, and drove into the version of myself I had to make from scratch. But somewhere between the highway drive you. I've been rehearsing all the reasons why I shouldn't try, building very careful exits in case I have to run by and by. I've been consulting with the version of myself that lost before, standing at the threshold, not quite sure what I am standing for, not sure what I'm worth. But courage isn't the absence of the shaking in my hands. It's doing the next thing despite not understanding every plan. And I have heard your voice too many times inside the risk to pretend that playing small was ever on your list. Make me brave enough to open the door, brave enough to want the thing I was created for, not the safe and comfortable, not the known and tried, brave enough to follow you into the terrifying wide, the terrifying wide. I think about the ones who crossed the water with no map, who started when the time was wrong and never did look back. They didn't have more courage, they just trusted what they heard and moved before they fell completely ready at their word. But courage isn't the absence of the shaking in my hands. It's doing the next thing despite not understanding every plan. And I have heard your voice too many times inside the risk to pretend that playing small was ever on your list. Make me brave enough to open the door, brave enough to want the thing I was created for, not the safe and comfortable, not the known and tried, brave enough to follow you into the terrifying wide, the terrifying wide. I release the fear of failing in front of everyone. I release the need to finish before I have begun. You did not place a calling on a life you to leave exposed only. Every door you open, you are standing at the most, standing by them, flying bright in your name, brave, because you go before me. I am brave. You go before. Make me brave enough to open the door, brave enough to want the thing I was created for, not the safe and comfortable, not the known and tried, brave enough to follow you into the terrifying wide, the terrifying wide. Brave enough, you go before. Brave enough, I'll go. We are not the polished, we are not the Pinterest perfect lives. We are up at 5 with coffee and the battle's still inside. We are carrying our history like stones inside our shoes, and still showing up on Sunday with our barely holding throughs. We barely hold through. But I have seen the way the broken build each other up. I have watched the ones who've emptied out become the ones who fill the cup. There is something in the honest, something in the real that makes a way for all of us to finally start to heal. We are the low tide saints, the ones who stay through the seasons no one photographed or made the grade. We are not the highlight reel, we are the daily grind of grace. And somehow that has made us into something beautiful in this place. Beautiful in this place. I wanna sit across the table from the ones who almost quit, who used their last ounce of belief on just deciding not to split. Because it's not the never failing who have shown me what is true. It's the ones who fell apart and then got up and still said you, still chose you. But I have seen the way the broken build each other up. I have watched the ones who've emptied out become the ones who fill the cup. There is something in the honest, something in the real that makes a way for all of us to finally start to heal. We are the low tide saints, the ones who stay through the seasons no one photographed or made the grade. We are not the highlight reel, we are the daily grind of grace. And somehow that has made us into something beautiful in this place. Beautiful in this place. The ones who nobody noticed were the ones who held the line, the ones who prayed in parking lots at the most inconvenient time, the ones who